Hey guys, Roger5 here with episode number 3 of our Wolfsburg career mode. We're kicking it off in the Europa League. We'll be taking on KAA Ghent, one of the teams of our former player, Jonathan David. But before we get into the action, and before we kick things off in this game, subscribe to the channel. That would be absolutely brilliant. It would mean a lot. And also, we've got 2 new comments regarding the transfers of Camavinga and maybe a player we could sign instead. So the first one was that Camavinga might have a release clause. Unfortunately, I checked on my save file. He does not have a release clause, so we will have to wait until he is available to sign in-game. And the second was to try and sign Dani Olmo instead of Camavinga. And again, he has the same problem as Camavinga, where he has recently joined the club, so he will not be available. He's recently joined RB Leipzig. So it's a bit of a bummer that we have to wait to sign those players, but I'll tell you what is not a bummer. It's a goal from Weghorst to put us 1-0 up in this game, and he's continuing his fine goal scoring form, and we will not be needing to sign a new striker anytime soon. He is a very, very clinical striker in the box, and it's just nice being able to use different types of strikers on FIFA. Obviously, we had Marlon at the beginning of the game. He's a quick, pacey striker. We've had Giroud. He's a slow, build-up play, kind of heading striker. And then we've got Weghorst. He's not slow, but he's not pacey. He's tall enough to score a header, but he's brilliant finishing with his feet as well. So it's just a good combination of strikers. And we've also got a very good goalkeeper in goal with Casteels, with a brilliant save there to deny Ghent of getting back on level terms. As we have a chance of our own here as Javier. We're playing a rotated lineup here today with a couple of the first teamers sprinkled in. But you can see there, the dribbling with Weghorst is decent enough to where you can turn a couple of players and have a nice little pop shot like that. Sometimes they go in. As David, against his former team, plays one to Weghorst, out wide to João Victor. He's got a lot of space and a lot of time. He cuts inside and he's going to strike it, trying to catch the goalkeeper off guard. Unfortunately, though, the keeper was equal to it and he made a really impressive save, palming it all the way out for a throw-in. As just before half-time, a chance here for Ghent as they charge forward. I think it's a Georgian midfielder that plays from there. Lovely ball over the top. Sent William to the shops there. Whipped across. We head it back to Casteels. All seems good and well. But we play the ball out to William. Why did I say Will.I.am? William. He gets it intercepted off of him. And there's just now a chance again. And it's an unneeded chance. Because we were spending a bit too much time on the ball instead of clearing the upfield. Casteels makes another great save to deny them the chance of getting back on level terms just before half time. And you can see through in this game, it's a very even game. It's back and forth between ourselves and Ghent, and it's a real challenge. So it just shows this season will not be easy. And then in the 64th minute, from another cross, this time it is a nice little, just a calm, placed finish with the bottom of his boot. And Weghorst gets another goal. It's a brace. I think it's his 3rd brace of the season. But it is 2-0. It is that safety net that we need. And we can now be a bit more free in our attacking play. As Weghorst comes off, David is pushed up top. And we bring on Arnold, who tried to then just be a bit too fancy and tried to dink the goalkeeper. It didn't work out. But you can see now, after we've gone 2-0 up, most of the chances are coming our way. As the youngster Azoy into the box, he has just got time and space. And that's one of the weakest finesse shots you will ever see. Straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. It pretty much rolled along the floor. As we're into injury time, the final chance will come as David looks to get a goal against his former team. He instead plays it to Schangler. His shot's blocked. It falls to Stefan. His shot is then wide of the post. The referee does blow the final whistle. We are 2-0 victors in our first Europa League game of the season. Great way to start the group off. Really good way to start the group off. We now return to the Volkswagen Arena to take on Hoffenheim. And before we get into that, we are the best defensive team in the league with Bayer Leverkusen, both of ourselves only conceding the 2 goals this season. And you can see from the lineup, we've gone back to our full strength lineup. DRAXLER, obviously, he picked up a knock in the previous episode. He is still out. It's the 2nd time he's been injured this season already. So maybe picking him up for so expensive as an injury-prone player was not the smartest. But we will have to find out, because when he does play, he is magic on the ball. But 7 minutes into the game, Casteels receives the ball after a poor over-the-top through ball by the Hoffenheim defender. And we look to counter-attack as David's on the ball. He plays the ball out to João Victor. João Victor just waiting for some people to make a run, and so he finds Gilavogi. Gilavogi to David. David got a man in the middle, and Weghorst just slowly building up, slowly finding our chances. Weghorst back to David. He's got time and space. He turns his man brilliantly and shoots it straight at Baumann. Not the best of shots in the situation. But again, the chances are coming our way as David comes on and he takes the defence on really nicely. Just straight, direct attacking football. Unfortunately, the ball across, Weghorst got tackled and didn't quite get the shot off in time. And just before half-time, we've got a chance here, but the ball is given away to Kramaric. Samiseku back to Sansone. Samiseku's got 3 options ahead of him, finds Kramaric. Kramaric to Dabur. Dabur's going to play it out wide to Kadrabek. He's got men in the middle to aim at, one of them being Kramaric, who was unmarked. Just pulled Brooks a bit too far away from him, left him unmarked, and he took advantage of that, and he made it 1-0 to Hoffenheim. And as you can see, Hoffenheim, that was their first shot on target in the 45th minute of the game, and they tucked it home. We, on the other hand, had 2 shots, couldn't tuck either of them home, and now we've got all to fight for in the second half of this game. But 2 minutes in, Davies with a brilliant touch and a brilliant run, but Baumann with an equally as good save to deny him the chance of getting us back on level terms. We win back the ball here with Bracalo, but he's instantly lost possession back to Kadrabek. As the ball plays upfield, we're still 5 minutes into the half. We're still trying to get back on level terms. As Gilavogi out to Bracalo. Bracalo first time into Weghorst. Weghorst turns and plays the ball to Davids. He's using his pace to advantage here. Gets inside. He's got the 5-star weak foot. He strikes it. Blocked by Radu and Baumann at the same time and cleared upfield. They're just defending for their lives at this point. You can see, still before the hour mark, we're trying to get our chances in. But obviously, when you're attacking so hard, you will leave blocks at the back. But a great save from Casteels, just furthering the point that he is a great goalkeeper. And Brooks as well. He's good. He was just out of position. He was caught unlucky on that first goal. He's a good defender. And as you can see, we go all the way to the 90th minute. And Babu gives away a free kick in the 92nd minute. It's played all the way out just to waste some time. And we do lose 1-0. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode though. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.